Welcome to another episode of Network Camping. In this series, we set out to see how we get on finding places to camp just among our own network of friends. This is in the hope that others will try it too. Everyone cannot follow each other to the same places, but if everyone follows their own leads, surely thousands of unused camping places will come into use around Ireland, and surely that is for the greater good. We are trying to prove it is easily done. My old disco has done many miles for us, but while my son cares for the horsepower, my daughter only cares for horses. This time, we're going to see to that too. Poor old Lizzie had to stay behind. Where we are bound, she would have to stay on her leash. Many types of enjoyment, adventure, travel, adrenaline, achievement, catching up with old friends, new places, new faces. But also, there is one more, and it is the hardest of all to get right, and that is taking it easy. Somehow on this camp, we finally got that just right. We are bound for another private site. Permission here was more involved than I would normally have bothered people for. But one of the people involved here is my uncle, and you know how it is with a good uncle. Nothing, it seems, is too much trouble for Uncle Jim. There is a mutually respectful relationship here between those who own the land and those who use it. And through that chain of trust, we were grateful to get permission to camp here on this occasion and in this stunning location.
I wake up in the morning in this great blue state. Golden fingers caress my face. Slips through the window on a silky breeze. A dreamer's line to plant some seed.
These little trips together become one in the end, even while they are fitted in between work and all the other things. At first it's busy, setting up, sorting out, packing up, but trip by trip, more time creeps in. Time spent in beautiful, quiet places, time spent with people you want most around you, and in places you most want them to experience.
Set this bird free from every element faced, every color that's attached. She paints pictures blue and green, and I release them to the sea. The ancient memories, just as fleeting as a breeze. She paints pictures blue and green, and I release them to the sea.
Hey, can I tell you a joke? What? So here's some dialogue between the taco and the nacho. The nacho said, "I'm not your friend anymore." And the taco said, "Let's talk about it, okay?" You notice how the time sparkles?
Like many these days, I'm lucky enough to have travelled a lot. Travel is a great gift of this age, But yet this trip was among the most special days I have ever spent. And all this time this place was just here, near the place I have so often left. There are places more adventurous, sure, but I couldn't have brought the kids. There are places less adventurous that they would also have loved, sure, but it wouldn't have been for me. Somehow, this camp hit the apex on all fronts. I was awoken by the first wave of flights out of our island, but I didn't mind. The sunrise was worth it. The old familiar sound is to me the sound that heralds an end to lockdowns. Hard to say exactly what went so right on this camp. I sat beside my brother and cousin for hours here with coffee, conversation and a view to match any view. Our kids all running around the rocks and fields and petting horses and taking advantage of their own uncle with several raids of my biscuit box. It's as if people leave their roots while in search of them, only to find their roots again like pendulums wound up to move while drawn to their centre. Up here on the hill, my uncle and the people with him live out these incredibly simple and ageless tasks on this beautiful landscape, which is their escape right beside a modern and crowded cityscape. It's as if the greatest prize of generations who left the country for city life has been achieved here in emulating what they left in the first place. In the city, this country life is a privilege, and it's one that thousands walk by these cliffs to enjoy. If you haven't done so, then get here. Not on a sunny day when everyone else has thought of it. Catch a winter sunrise on the cliffs or watch a storm sweep by the Old Bailey. In the wake of this pandemic, with more people working from home, I can't help but be optimistic that more people will find this wealth, even without wealth itself. As always, don't ask who owns this field, or how can I stay here? Ask among your own friends, ask in your own network, and find your own hidden gems or network camp. I strongly recommend it. I don't know why this one felt so good. I've travelled further, wider, and wilder than this. But this was among the best days I've ever spent. Maybe it was just a determination to enjoy the last of summer. Maybe I've nothing left to prove myself except how to live every minute. Maybe that's what we learned to do this summer. Maybe that's what we found up there on Howth Head, sitting there watching the city lights begin to glitter.